Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. I hope you all are well. So let's just get right into it. I feel like it's taken me a little longer to kind of get settled and into the vibe of the day and the morning. But it was also very clear that the message for today is speak your truth. Okay? Speak your truth. So I have a little Amazonite heart. I know it's kind of hard to tell. I've almost put my hand in front of the camera. I love that little iridescence in it. And I mean, I think I got this at a, I remember where I got it at I know a couple of people that are wonderful people. I'm sorry. I said, speak your truth. And then my voice clogs out, like starts getting, go figure. And that is a message. There is a message in that. I pulled. Well, okay, let me do this in a linear fashion. Start with one story, finish it, go on to the next. I have some friends who have in another part of the state a metaphysical shop and stone shop, and they just, oh my gosh, they have such gorgeous stones. But this is a little Amazonite heart that I got from them. You know, less than $5. I think it was like 3 maybe. And it's beautiful. I love it. And Amazonite is often known as the stone of speaking your truth. So it's known as a lot of things, but that's one of them. And the color blue, it is also the color that's attributed to the throat chakra. Speaking of which, so is my mermaid mug. That was a gift, a little mermaid tail, but it also looks like wings. Love this so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Robin. Thank you. So anyway, and Mark and Shelley at Akashic Awareness. So with the heart, and they are just genuinely lovely people and offer a lot of services too. It's on my resource list. So anyway, speaking your truth today is going to be important. I pulled cards ahead of time, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be just a morning, kind of hit the reset button for me or for the collective. And I used the Spirit Animal deck, Animal Allies, from Colette Baron Reed. And one of the things that came up, there were 2 cat cards, Bobcat and Panther. Hawk was in there. And then also Wasp. Yeah, it just flipped out of my head that fast. Not everyone has your best intentions at heart. However, you stay true to yourself. You speak your truth. That doesn't mean in a harsh way. Always try to surround yourself in as many loving energies as possible. But think about how big cats function. They watch. So do hawks. They watch. They soar above it. They see the big picture before swooping in for what they need. And they only take what they need. The big cats, they can be playful, they can be fun, they can be solitary, or when they're hunting, or they can live in packs. Not packs, that's more dogs and wolves, but you know what I mean, and in groups. They rely on each other. They need each other, but they know how to be alone. Everyone needs other people around them at some point, but like these big cats, they know how to be alone. They're stealthy. They can see in the dark. So just be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of the people who are surrounding you. If you are getting an uncertain vibe from someone, trust it. You don't have to do anything over the top. Just excuse yourself and move on about your way. But the dominant vibe and the dominant energy, when I just dropped it, speak your truth. But also be careful how much you share and what you share. Okay? If you see something wrong and it's in your face, just say, I don't agree with that. And try to take the high road. Don't engage in the drama of it, because that just creates more drama. So that is the message today. I don't know what's going on with that, but be like the hawk and soar above it, or like a mermaid and get into the depths of the sea. It feels very isolated and alone, but sometimes we need that to hit our own reset button, and then you're ready to embark back into the world. All right. So let's see where that's taking us with our messages today with the tarot. Let's jump straight into tarot. And I am using the Spell Wild Reflections Tarot. All right. All right. What is the message you have for the collective today? You're saying take this one right off the top. Oh, how funny. And look, what was I just talking about? And here's a mermaid. And this is not an aquatic themed deck. 9 of Cups. Oh, with all the beautiful shells. So, channel your inner knowing, channel your inner mermaid, and speak your truth. Okay. All right, so let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got today for the collective. I think that was just kind of confirmation. Pull back and watch. Pull back and see who's around you. See who the players are. See who's doing what. And then decide how to proceed. Okay? And I said take that one on the top. All right. What else? What else have we got here? Because I'm going to need more than one card for clarification. All right. What is the dominant energy for the message for the collective today? Thank you, Mother and Father God. Thank you, guides and guardians. Thank you, all that is. Thank you, all that is and all that will be. Interesting. Not sure where that came from. That all comes in the light of the divine, always and only in the light of the divine and divinity itself. All right. Okay. What else have we got? What is going on for the collective? What is going on for the collective? Hi, I'm Holly. I'm a psychic medium. I read energy, and I was just getting ready to ask Spirit. I remembered to say all that because I was getting ready to ask Spirit. So let this be an energetic reading. Help me to dive into the energies of the day for the collective. Okay, because I don't think we're finished with that deck yet. All right. So first we have the Queen of Wands. This is very different from the last card that popped out with the mermaid. This is a very earthy person, very, very earthy, grounded person. And wands usually symbolize fire and a fiery nature. But this one is very grounded. It almost feels more like an earth-based card. But look at the little bubbling light energy around her. She is full of energy and light. She knows who she is. It's so, okay, this is going to sound funny, but what I just heard was she is the Pied Piper. But in this case, she's got a lot of bovine that she's leading. But, and then this one, we're gonna figure it out because we need to get a few more cards out here. I'm not sure where this is going yet. We have the 6 of Cups. And look at her glowing shell necklace. How cool is that? The 6 of Cups. This doesn't look like going to the past necessarily, but this looks like the remembrance of maybe what used to be. I get the feeling this is someone remembering maybe a past love, a lost love. Where's this going? Because we have this Pied Piper of the earthy world. And memories of the past. Memories of lost love is what this feels like. Someone has to walk through those difficult memories to come out the other side of them. That's what that is. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, and I just dropped half the deck. That was just truly, they were already down. It just, sometimes I don't shuffle very well. So that's why, now that one is one I need to take. Hold on. Aha. Good, 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 good. I like the way this is shaping up. Definitely like the way this is shaping up. Okay. I'll show you in a second. It's a good one. And it's a good Do I need to do more? Not with this deck. All right. So we're going to do some other clarification, but not with this deck. Let me make sure I got all those cards. Yeah, I did. Okay. So someone is getting ready with authority, strength, and that earthy groundedness of, okay, and my personal take on anything bovine is that it is a nurturing motherly image. Been that way since I was a kid. Can't explain it, have no reason for it, but that's how I see it. So this to me means someone is getting ready to nurture herself, but with the power and strength of, you don't want to get caught in a stampede, okay? But she's the Pied Piper leading this out and to somewhere else. Walking through those old memories, walking through the memories of the past of what you thought was everything that you wanted. But divinity had another idea for you because you were divinely being guided. And this is just for this particular reading, okay? This card could mean something totally different in another reading. And this is a general reading. Please be aware of that. It cannot resonate with everyone. So you've got all this wisdom, and you are leading with strength and nurturing, self-nurturing, to get through and walk through the memories of the past. Maybe you thought you'd never be held like that again. Maybe you thought you'd never be cared for like that again. But who's to say you actually were? It could have been, were you being embraced, or were you holding on too tightly because you were afraid of letting go? Anyone who makes you afraid that they may leave you almost as a punishment, that's bad news, okay? I guess I hit my own lip with my own cup. Yeah, I'm super coordinated today. All right, so once you walk through those difficult memories, once you walk through that difficult past, once you realize there's a difference between being held and holding in a loving embrace and clutching. It almost feels like a goodbye embrace. Okay. Not that there couldn't have been genuine emotions, but sometimes things don't happen at the right time, or it's not the right person, or whatever it is, for whatever reason. But luckily for you, this is what comes. And yes, there's been a lot of romance readings here lately, and there have been multiple storylines, multiple readings that come out of them for work, personal life. Some of them are with friendships. This could be a friendship, but this feels oh my God, I can't hardly, intricately, thank you. I took time to have breakfast. Intricately intertwined heart energy, okay? So once you walk through those hard memories, but you have to cut the cords and actually let it go. Once you completely let it go, so it's not hanging around you and in your aura any longer, look where you end up with your real Two of Cups. Coming together. Look at the difference. This is a clutching, holding on, fear of letting go. If I don't hold on for everything I have, it will disappear. This one comes in balance, with a bright light behind it, the sun coming up, the sun rising. Sorry, my hair's everywhere today. The sun is rising. Again, the watery emotions, but bringing together in union, fully compatible, fully equal. No one is grasping or clutching or holding on for fear of letting go, because you know it is a divinely guided union. The sun is rising. Some could say the sun is setting, so maybe that could indicate time of life, or just the length of time this will last. That when the sun comes up, it's there. When the sun goes down, it will still be there. Things that are real last longer. You don't get a sense of day or night in this. So if someone is only coming around when it's convenient for them, and usually in the cover of darkness, when the moon is up, not the sun, that's something to pay attention to. This is the Two of Cups is a soul union. This could have been a karmic. but you still had those glowing shells. And male or female, the energies are the only thing that matter here. So you were still divinely guided. And look how the glowing shells mimic the sun in the background of the Two of Cups. You had to walk in your strength and in your power out of this land of memories and heartbreak in order to get to your son. Oh, they are giving me an alternate storyline. So this isn't just romance. This could also be about, I'm hearing a family unit. Because sometimes we cling and claw to family because it's all we know and we think it might be all we have, even though it's incredibly unhealthy. And sometimes we do have to step back or walk away. You do what's right for you. But eventually, you come together with either your soul family, your soulmate, your peace within yourself. Your soul becomes whole and complete, and both sides, maybe the yin and the yang, are balanced within you. This could be entirely you and no one else involved. This could be you coming to, and this has been part, I think, of almost every reading here lately. The last few anyway. So let's see. I think it's because they keep pushing it so much because it is coming to the end of a cycle. And for this to be the end of this particular cycle is wonderful. It's brilliant. It's bright. It's light. It's a balance of both parts of the personality. This is truly a gift. And that's what this card feels like. It feels like a gift. Okay. All right. Anything else you want us to know about that? Take your time and be patient. You know, I'm also getting that sometimes with karmic relationships, the ones where there's a lesson to learn, or maybe unresolved issues from a past life. But sometimes when you get that immediate click with someone, sometimes it's because you do recognize them, but how does it make you feel? Does it make you feel panicky or frantic or like, waiting for the other shoe to drop all the time? Or is it that I'm happy at the core, truly happy? And ask yourself, do you need to feel almost that frenzied panic? And are you confusing that with love because we're so used to having so much drama and chaos in our lives? Okay. All right. No, not that one. This one. Okay. So let's get another message. This may be related. It may not. This is the Energy and Spirit Oracle, Sandra Ann Taylor. Just looking at that card brings me peace. I think it's lovely. All right. So Mother and Father God, please come into this reading. Please guide and direct. Archangels, Ascended Master, Spirit Guides and Guardians, Protectorate, please surround in all ways and at all times today. For everyone, please send in their teams of protectors to guard and guide them and help them should any wasp-like energy be swirling around. Yeah. Okay. All right. So one more. All right. Let's do one more. Hold on. Okay. Help me to know what the messages are for the collective. Guide and direct in always and at all times. Please use this deck as a starting point. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. What is the message for the collective today? What is the message for the collective? What is the message for the collective? They're saying just to open it in the middle. And take this one. What do we have? Creation, soul expression, and something new. soul expression, and something new. Look at the colors in that. Oh, little daisies on her skirt. Creation. Something new, something new, something new. What is happening with that? Go on, get another one. Okay. All right, we need to get another one. Someone is stepping into their own, I just heard prophetic power and ability. So someone is getting ready to step into, and as I said that and I was thinking it, these two jumped out. So you are getting ready. So this could be part of that last reading, or it could be a totally separate reading. All of this is a general reading, so please only take what resonates. If you hear one thing and you're like, ooh, the little bell went off in my head, then that's for you. If you don't hear it, or if you're sort of like, I don't know, don't work to make it fit. And that's true with any reading. Don't work to make it fit. It might fit a month from now, and you're like, oh my gosh, now I get it. And that does fit, or it may never. So whatever it is though, okay? So creation. Someone is starting a new journey and a new path in their true knowingness. This is about someone who is following a new path with their abilities, I think. It could be creative endeavors of any kind, but I think specifically someone who's always done something the same old way or with the same group, it's about to change. Okay, it's about to change, and it will be in the light. It's not going to be any of this dark, manipulating other people's energy bull. Okay, that's just crap. Can't stand it. This is about you coming into your own, stepping into light. Not that you were doing that before, but there may be people in the group that you were working with or working through, working around. I think working around. People in your periphery. You know what? Just because people say they do the same thing you do doesn't mean they do. A lot of people will use manipulative tactics, and that's just not cool. And just be in the light. Be who you are. And if you need to step away and do your own thing, step away and do your own thing, because it will be between you and spirit, okay? No one has to understand it or get it. All right. And then we have your eternal spirit, higher self, and sacred initiation. Call in your higher self. Call in your higher self. Call in your protection team first. Call in your spirit guides and guardians, and ask for that wisdom, that base of knowledge to come into you so that you can be at your best at all times. I'm getting with this one, and as I'm asking, it's like from my third eye and on my crown, this radiating light wave pulsing out, much like what you see in this image. So if you feel that, and like my ear is really itchy, but it's pulsing. If you've been afraid to hear or see or know clearly, understand that you are protected. And as long as you stay away from these manipulative forces and keep your shields up, just say, no, don't have time for all that nonsense. It's okay to see, hear, feel, and know what you know. And it also will help you if you know your spirit team. If you get into this work, though, do your due diligence. Do your work. Get in there, connect with your spirit team. Try to connect with your higher self. Have a spiritual practice in place. And I did not say religious. I said have a spiritual practice in place. And yeah, I'm being a little wagging my finger right now. If you don't have this, if you already do, but it's the same thing you've been doing forever, some of those things are good to keep. It might be time to look through your cupboard of belief systems and practices and see what is outdated and what doesn't serve you any longer, and look at what you need to bring in that's new. Okay? And I have a feeling it's going to be a much more solitary, withdrawn practice between you and spirit, whomever I'm talking to, rather than necessarily with people that you're not quite sure about. Okay? And I know a number of people who have recently gone through something like this, and I have too. So it seems to be a theme that's happening over and over again. And then we have talent guides. This is interesting. Spirit mentors and teachers. Well, ding, ding, ding. There you go. So once you go within, once you know who your spirit guides and guardians are, your spirit teachers, they will teach you what you need to know. ask specifically, and you could call them spiritual guides. If you want to call them talent guides, that's fine. That sounds a little weird to me, but if it works, it works. But something that will help you to understand who it is you're dealing with. A teacher guide, a mentor guide, something like that. They are there and they do communicate with you already. But this is going to be your effort to be in concentrated work mode to work with them, to learn. Yeah, books. Read as much as you can. Go online. Read as much as you can. Watch interviews. Watch how other people work. But just remember, if it feels heavy, if it doesn't feel quite right, leave it alone. Walk away from it. Okay? We are getting more and more people who are trying to tap into other people's energy to usurp it and to make them feel more powerful. It's like energy vampirism, and I'm sure you all have felt that. You walk into a room and you're like, oh, I had so much energy before I got here. Now I'm just drained and tired and I don't feel good and I want to go home. And then you notice the person over in the corner who all of a sudden is the life of the party. They probably don't even know what they're doing. Some people, unfortunately, do, and some people don't. It's just they are so empty within that they don't know how to do things any other way. You find what works for you. Your connection to the divine, your connection to God, your connection to the guardians, the guides, the protectorate is your personal connection. It will be impacted by your personal history, your background, your belief system, where you live even. So if anyone tells you there is only one way, that's another big red flag. Okay, you do what's right for you. But just the only thing I would caution is that you do not hurt anyone else and you do not let anyone else dictate to you anything that could hurt you. Pay attention to your body. It is your biggest psychic tool. Okay, if you start feeling drained and exhausted every single time you're around someone, you might want to reevaluate being around that person so much. Okay. So that's an interesting new message. And they said, take the card off the top as the last one. Peace, peaceful presence, quiet mind, and mindfulness. Card 1. So yes, the beginning of a new cycle. Yesterday it was about grounding because everything felt so scattered. Today it's okay to open up that crown chakra, to visit your mentor guides and ask them to come into your life and teach you and show you what you need to know in a healing and helpful way. You don't want to get the rug pulled out from underneath you. I feel like there's just a lot of being stuck in an old way of doing something. It's not going to work for a lot longer. And it's going to start causing massive health problems in people who choose to keep doing things in a way that no longer serve them. So, and I have found that if, check in with yourself, check in with your body, check in energetically with yourself, okay? And then all you have to do is change what you do. It is okay to be happy. It is okay. Wisdom of the Magi. Yeah. And look at that heart light. You are calling in. You are doing a calling in of your guides and guardians to help you to understand what serves you the best. What energetic pool are you swimming in? All right. Anything else? Any last messages? Be safe. Okay. And I'm asking Spirit for any messages for the collective. Be safe. That old golden rule. Treat others as you want to be treated. And that solves the vast majority of problems. They're also saying people will use a modern, instead of just calling it what it is, like someone's just not being very nice or they're being pretty mean or selfish, A lot of people will slip into that almost mental illness is real and it needs to be treated medically with medicine, with talk therapy, cognitive therapy, whatever. It's real. But some people will use it as an escape hatch for bad behavior. Okay? No. So we have to take accountability. And I know some people are so deep into like someone with schizophrenia, they don't even know that they need help. So sometimes that's why someone has to become their power of attorney. So, and until they can get medicated, whatever happens there. So I'm not making a judgment, and I'm saying you do what's right for you and you're the people around you. But people who knowingly do things that are not positive, and this is coming from somewhere, so someone needs to hear it because it's not in my life right now. So this isn't just me talking. So for whomever this is for, yeah, they don't get that escape hatch. Sometimes we have to be accountable for what we do and what we say to people. What else? Set healthy boundaries. You be your own gatekeeper. Yeah. Always call in your teams, always. But they're saying it's okay to set healthy boundaries. And you decide who gets to come into your energy field and who has to stand on the outside of that velvet rope. So, yeah. You could, a gatekeeper, a bouncer at a club, whatever you want to call it. You don't have to let everyone in. You don't have to be rude or mean about it, but you can just wall off that quickly. And that's a tip. If you feel like you need to shield, if you feel like someone's being invasive and trying to dig into you, which I have had happen, you just, while you're talking, keep doing this. Well, I don't know. And then smooth your hair. You're covering all of those major upper chakra points. Clap your hands like that. Break the energy. Make a noise. Well, okay, guess it's time to go. And you just shut it off. And in your mind, you said, no, back up. It works. I blow on my hands a lot. That I don't really care if people see me do it. So anyway, all little things that can prove helpful should you need them. But again, it's your world. You do what you need to. Okay. And I think that's about it. So yeah, the reading for the most part, each one of these felt like you're coming out of a difficult period. You have to walk through it, look at it, see it, evaluate it, understand it in order to get to the other side of it, where you come into union with yourself, your person who is of equal mindset and heart, and then or moving into your work and your creativity, your spirit work with your spirit team, instead of people who tell you they want to teach you, but really just want to take from you. All right, you all, I think that's it for today. Just remember, you've got a perfect soul. You tap into that perfect soul. You get your higher self in here. You talk directly to God, and everything's going to be fine. This life is a blip. And I'm saying everything's going to be fine. I don't mean to be a Pollyanna. Maybe you're in the throes of something really hard and horrible. I've been there. That's hard to hear. But change can be your friend. It doesn't have to be the enemy. And letting go can be your friend. It doesn't have to be the enemy, because what comes in instead could be so much better. All right, everyone, I'm sending you so much love and gratitude. Let's see if this thing works. Ready? 1, 2, 3.